Yes, my people. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending your domicile right now. Today, come this morning, join. Let's talk about the current situation at hand. Let's use this opportunity once and for all to continue digging deep on the things that we are facing and then also getting the information of how everything happens. And then also we would take today also to take a look and listen if what Mazen Nnamdi Kanu have been and IPOB have been talking about, if it is if Mazen Nnamdi Kanu were the very first person or IPOB were the very first black movement that is fighting for the liberation of mankind. You see, so today I am going to play a video because I strongly believe that many of us have never or maybe not have not read or followed the interview of Marcus Garvey, the most black, let me say, the one of the great black personality that have lived in this planet of Earth. So, first of all, before I do that, I welcome each and every one of us here today, and I know that something great and something wonderful is going to happen today. Please feel free. Invite others, invite more people, share. Now, before we go, first of all, let's listen to this song.
With the candy song, so Dr. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, for real, freedom, yeah. Freedom, the Kanu, child, freedom, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, yeah. Freedom, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, listen. Onye kukwado onye chi ya debelu. Onye kukwado onye chi ya debelu. Onye kukwado onye chi ya debelu. N'ụwa maka mkpụrụ ịkụrụ ka ị ga-alọlụ. Onye kukwado onye chi ya debelu. Onye kukwado onye chi ya debelu. Onye kukwado onye chi ya debelu. N'ụwa maka mkpụrụ ịkụrụ ka ị ga-alọlụ. Onye kukwado onye chi ya debelu. Onye kukwado onye chi ya debelu. Onye kukwado onye chi ya debelu n'ụwa maka mkpụrụ ịkụrụ ka ị ga-alọlụ. Onye na-enye ndụ adịghị enyenwu ike dịrị Chukwu abịa mma. I've gone all around the world. Ike dịrị osebụrụ ụwa. Welu nwayọ. Welu nwayọ. Come on. All things that pass away. But surely come to pass. On judgment day. Welu nwayọ. In a don't know. Welu nwayọ. Onye kukwado onye chi ya debelu. Onye kukwado onye chi ya debelu.
That's right.
Onye kukwado onye chi ya debelu. N'ụwa maka mkpụrụ ịkụrụ ka ị ga-alọlụ. Onye kukwado onye chi ya debelu. Onye kukwado onye chi ya debelu. Onye kukwado onye chi ya debelu. N'ụwa maka mkpụrụ ịkụrụ ka ị ga-alọlụ. Onye kukwado onye chi ya debelu. Onye kukwado onye chi ya debelu. Onye kukwado onye chi ya debelu. N'ụwa maka mkpụrụ ịkụrụ ka ị ga-alọlụ. Nnamdi Kanu is a freedom. Biafra Solomon with the wisdom. Imakanka Buhari intimidation. Kukazuba Biafra television. And the radio section. We live in a mysterious world. After you can be told. If I'm a man, when I get poor, if I'm poor, if I'm not if I'm a man, when I get poor, if I'm poor, if I'm not if I'm a man, when I get poor, if I'm poor, if I'm not if I'm a man, when I get poor, if I'm poor, if I'm not onye bụkwana onye chi ya debelụ onye bụkwana onye chi ya debelụ onye bụkwana onye chi ya debelụ n'ụwa maka n'ụlọ ịgụ ụlọ ka ị ga-alụ onye bụkwana onye chi ya debelụ onye bụkwana onye chi ya debelụ onye bụkwana onye chi ya debelụ n'ụwa maka n'ụlọ ịgụ ụlọ ka ị ga-alụ onye bụkwana onye chi ya debelụ onye bụkwana onye chi ya debelụ onye bụkwana onye chi ya debelụ n'ụwa maka n'ụlọ ịgụ ụlọ ka ị ga-alụ dibịa ebe ụwa niile Dr. Monye for real and fast on the beat.
Now, my people, I want us to go to a video, because when things is happening, things have come to the point whereby if we should learn to use the social media, we should learn in this time around that we are in control of the media. This time around that we are in charge of the affairs. It is a time for us to use the opportunity also to bring more enlightenment, because life is all about growing to the higher knowledge. The more we grow, the more we evolve, the more the more we are coming to the level of seek and hunger. That is need. The need is looking for satisfaction. Every need is looking for satisfaction. And every problem of all of us is nothing but need. Right? German call it bedarfness. So that is the beginning of every need. And then another thing is panic. Panic is also what a sign that makes you say, oh, I am not sure, I am not comfortable. Who knows whether these things will happen that way or it might not happen that way. Still, on all these things, I want us to listen. See, when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was talking about the name Igbo and the people bearing it, I see some people get more offended and get more angry. But I'm going to today, not just only the Igbos, entire black in the whole world. Why blacks don't have respect? Why we will never. And Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was not the only person who have come out to speak for we to pay attention to our ignorances. But instead of our people taking the advice serious, they prefer those that are profiting from it, or those that have felt that everything must be politicized before any other things happen. So those people becomes Agadagba Chinozo. Before I go full details today, let's listen to this, because I want our teachings today and our interaction to come from what Marcus Garvey said. His advice to the black race. Let's listen.
Is clearly proven by the fact that his ideologies have resurfaced today and could be considered a major factor in the liberation of African peoples the world over. He sought to revive the spirit of black people from despair to hope, from lethargy to positive action, from fear to courage, from inertia to assertiveness, from anti-discrimination dodges to manly confrontation. He gave them goals possible to man, the highest creation of God, because he believed with all his heart in the innate abilities of the African race. On August 1st, 1914, Garvey launched the Universal Negro Improvement Association and African Communities League in Jamaica, an organization to advocate the unity and blending of all Negroes into one strong, healthy race. After the First World War, there was a resurgence of the Ku Klux Klan influence in the United States. Another decade of racial hatred and open lawlessness had set in which Negroes were again prominent among the victims. African people were by this time more than ready for a Moses, and only a black man could express the depth of their feelings. Marcus Garvey settled that question for thousands by forming the U.S. branch of the UNIA and ACL in June 1917. On June 10, 1940, at the age of 53, Marcus Mosiah Garvey died in London of a severe stroke without having set foot in Africa. but his impact there was tremendous. He left a rich legacy of history for us to study and utilize in our continued quest for independence and liberation as a people.
The black race is one of the branches of the human race.
Listen.
As a section of humanity, he occupies a position in the world at the present time most unfavorable and most uncomfortable. The black people are subjects of ostracism. It is sad that our humanity has shown us no more love, no greater sympathy than we are experiencing. Wheresoever you go throughout the world, the black man is discarded, is ostracized, is relegated to the lowest in things, social, political, and economical. This therefore suggests a problem and one that must be solved. We in this section of the world are not entirely free from this unkind, unsympathetic, and uncharitable behavior of the groups or races around us. But since man has been placed on his own responsibility, whether he be black, white, or yellow, he must act on his own account. We will not unduly whine or complain, but reason among ourselves and see what can be done to remedy this state of affairs. Life is a conflict. You have to fight your way through it, whether you will it or not. Those of us who are able to fight most stubbornly live, accomplish most, and to them go the laurels, the palms, and triumph of our civilization and world. We unfortunately have not been trained nor educated to the truths of life, paradoxically so. He has shown us no more love, no greater sympathy than we are experiencing. Wheresoever you go throughout the world, the black man is discarded, is ostracized, is relegated to the lowest in things, social, political, and economical. This therefore suggests a problem and one that must be solved. We in this section of the world are not entirely free from this.
Can we hear in 1920, 1930, any place you go, black man was not being respected. They were not being honored. Nothing. They have nothing. They were not, we are being treated the same way. We are talking of something that have started years back. And it's so quite amazing, quite shocking. Why people in this generation are still blaming, putting the blame still on the people that really want things to change. You see, the problem of Africa is no longer religion. The problem of Africa is dogmatic. Dogmatic. It's not a religion. There is, because anything that you hand over to black man, he will dogmatize it. That is the problem. It's not a religion. It's because I have checked, I'll be able, we have fight Christianity, we fight Islam, we fight all these things, and then you still be able to ask yourself, what exactly is still going on? So you know that the problem of a black man is dogmatic. Let's continue listening.
Unkind, unsympathetic, and uncharitable behavior of the groups or races around us. But since man has been placed on his own responsibility, whether he be black, white, or yellow, he must act on his own account. We will not unduly whine or complain, but reason among ourselves and see what can be done to remedy this state of affairs. Life is a conflict. You have to fight your way through it, whether you will it or not. Those of us who are able to fight most stubbornly live, accomplish most, and to them go the laurels, the palms, and triumph of our civilization and world. We unfortunately have not been trained nor educated to the truths of life, paradoxically so. May I say something to you to give you a true knowledge of yourself and life, so that the same glory and success attained by other men who understand themselves may be yours. Man in the full knowledge of himself is a superb and supreme creature of creation.
Yes.
When man becomes possessor of the knowledge of himself, he becomes master of his environment, the captain of his own ship, the director of his own destiny, the accomplisher of his own ends.
When man, he said, man, if you are in control of your own self, if you realize yourself and you are in control of your own self, you become the captain of your own ship. You will, like Buju Banton sing, he said, then you will rule your destiny. You will be in charge and in control, affair of you, in and out of you, your environment, your everything. If you have the knowledge of self. And what have Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and IPOB is just not just only to secure a place whereby our people mindset will be trained, rehabilitated, and brought back to the state of each and every one of us, having full knowledge of selves. by the time we grow in having full knowledge of ourselves, then that is when, before somebody will do evil, he will first of all place himself. He will first of all think, okay, this thing that I'm doing, there is what is called cause and effect. If I provoke this thing, if I cause this thing, what will be the consequences of the effect? You don't know what effect will bring along. That is what he's talking about here. So this mission is all about for us to know ourselves. Let's continue.
Man should understand himself because man is full of knowledge, and this knowledge is a gift of nature. When Mother Nature created man, she deprived him of nothing. He was given the faculty of understanding all things around him. This faculty for understanding has not been taken away from him. None of his senses have been taken away from him. So there is no excuse for the black man in lacking the knowledge that man has used to beautify the world and produce all that he needs for his happiness and civilization. Look the world over, and whatever you see in it that is pleasing to man, contributing to man's comfort, to his needs and to his satisfaction, it is but the work of man. Man blessed with the knowledge of himself and the understanding of all things around him. If you are able to live with the knowledge of yourself and with the greater knowledge of nature, you must know what is good and what is not. You must know what is finite. You must know that which is material, physical, and otherwise is at your disposal to create or otherwise use. If we leave America and go over to the east, to Japan, they will be telling their fellow citizens of Japan of the wonderful accomplishments of the Japanese people, proving that man is moving onward as time moves on. But you have hated yourselves as you have done in previous years. You have shown malice, prejudice, and hate to each other. And the result is that while other races have made progress, while India has made progress towards nationalism, while Ireland has made progress towards republicanism, while the whole world has made progress in man's accomplishments, you still stand fighting yourselves, dishonoring yourselves, showing no disposition toward that higher life so that you will be abundantly blessed.
Was Mazi Nnamdi Kanu the very first person that said? That is why I want to play this video. Do you hear Marcus Garvey? These things happen in 20s, in 30s, in you understand me? Because he died in 1950 something. So these things we are talking about is something that happened in 20s, in 30s. Can we see? Here, we are talking of something that is above 50 years, or 60 years, 70 years, or 80 years. Now, repeating the same thing. He said, you have not made progress because of you keep fighting yourself. But when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu tell the Igbo people, this is our problem, they choose to call his name. They choose to sabotage. They choose to connive with the enemies to destroy their own. They choose to go and invite the terrorists to come and destroy the house. They choose to, we are Igbos, you know, we want Igbo Republic. My brothers and sisters. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the way he talked to the elders, man, you choose words. And when I look at all these elders making noise, they insult your wives, all of una. The one way una wife, way una marry for house, they tell una every day. If you gather it for many years, you dey endure them, you dey embrace them, you dey do everything. You never, because of that, kill that woman or called police, call the armies, call the terrorists to come and destroy them. Some of you, your children are insulting you every day. More than what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is, more than what Nnamdi Kanu is saying. You see? But you people just prefer. If words, just words, can irritate a man to the extent, then you prefer for everything to wipe out. Honestly speaking, you are not man enough. You are not man enough. You're not man enough. You understand me? So, these are the things. Let's continue.
So reflect and think that you were created for some purpose other than exhibiting malice toward your neighbor or fellow men of your own race. What a pity it is that we cannot stand united without a written law. There is no written law compelling other races to stand together. They are brought together by the gentle touch of nature. The unwritten law of nature causes them to stand together on all occasions. So wheresoever you find them in the field, that one gentle touch of nature causes them to stand together, if need be, die together. But with the black man, you can preach to him from the pulpits. You lecture from the platforms, from the byways and the hedges. The spirit of cooperation, but he will not cooperate. You talk to him gently, you try talking harshly to him, he still will not cooperate. There is...
You talk gently, he will not cooperate. You still talk harshly, he will not cooperate. My people, if Marcus Garvey in the 20s, in the 30s, in the 40s, in the 50s is saying the same thing, and Mazen Nnamdi Kanu coming in this 2000, in this 21st century, repeating the same thing and say the problem with you people is, won't talk to you people nicely, you will not cooperate. Won't talk to you harshly, you will not cooperate. It is all about your incooperation. You can't cooperate. That is the problem. Ndibo, cooperation is not for my own. Danger when it comes to cooperation. My own. Danger. Iwe kekere newe. It's not. I mean, you will say what will make your fellow brother fighting his brother dead to death. You will ask yourself, but when the same thing, when he have the same problem with a stranger, you will now begin to act calmness and begin to seek for peace. If you people cannot cooperate, one talk to you from this side, you can't cooperate. One talk to you from this side, you can't cooperate. Man, this thing, what did you expect the person to do? Have you people cooperated now? No. Okay, arrest Nnamdi Kanu, bring him to come now. All of you that have been thank you so much. I will still talk about that area, because you know what, Mazen, you see, this time around, Fulani, all these cabals, Fulani cabals, they have unitedly. I was making video, I was warning these cabals. I said, you people are treading on the issue that when it will escalate, look, including even these Fulanis that you people are porting from Senegambia and all these people, by the time they will face big massacre in Biafra land, in that territory called Nigeria, do you know what is going to happen? Some of them gonna go back, but you know what? They will not be seeing anybody that is a Fulani from Nigeria. They will be seeing them as a betrayer, because you people brought them in. Are you going to invite Fulanis outside? What about the Fulanis that are in Nigeria? You allow them to become a majlis. You have destroyed the youth. You have destroyed their faith. You have destroyed their tomorrow. And you send your own children living in abroad or studying, living good, and hoping to take over where you stop. But you kept the others, then even bypassing them, going through to another place to bring people to come and help you to slaughter. Man, by the time these people will be defeated, and then you people will become that betrayer. You see all this allegation, all this character assassination, or everything, you people will be. The other, look, is the Fulanis that you people are inviting all around, from Mauritania and all. They are going to turn around against the Fulanis that from the Fulani elite from Nigeria. You people should wait. We will hear it, we will see it. I said that we will hear it, we will see it unfold. The spirit of my ancestors is upon me. So when they are speaking through me, I owe nobody apology. Black man need cooperation. Ndibo, unu need to cooperate. Ndibo, we need cooperation. We need cooperation. As in iwe nwana na heru no. Again, it is very important. All you people have been calling, you see, arresting Mazen Nnamdi Kanu with British passport in Kenya and in a country. So some people are being, but I have seen if the president of Kenya have made the announcement, so I'm not the one. So I'm speaking according to what the Kenya. You know what that means is that Kenyans undermined the sovereignty of British by taking their citizen, and take him and now go and lock him up in another place that is not British territory. You bring Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Did you capture him with Nigerian passport? You say you with Nigerian passport that was issued in 2013. Every passport lasts 5 years. 2013, 2004, 2013, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So the passports have been in 2018, 2018, 19, 20. We are 2021, 2 years. And you have been hearing him on the line say, I have denounced everything about Nigeria. I am not Nigeria. You see, I love what happened. This will wake up the Kenyan President Uhuru Kenyatta. This will wake him up, because you are now the president of the AU. You are now like the father of the whole Africa. You are the father, the very first father of the whole Africa. And right in your nose, criminals come into your territory and adopt a high profile, son in your land. You see, it is becoming now, African youth should understand that we don't have leader. And another thing again that Africa should understand is, you see, it is a time for all the whole African, what they call police, military, armed forces to be reshuffle, retrained. Because all of them are the birds of the same feather. Is it in Uganda? And quickly we have forget about how Bobby Wine, how the Ugandan police, Ugandan armed forces, that old cargo sitting there, how he maltreated Bobby Wine. We all have kept quiet. Now it has become a forgotten issue. The whole leaders were there, including the president of the AU. Gaddafi was right in our nose. People came outside and killed Gaddafi. All of these leaders. But this time around, the African youth every African must rise up. Every African. We will make the president Kenya. We are not coming as because as Kenya. We are coming to you as the president, the leader, the chairperson of the AU. We are coming to you. All this thing is called for the whole black race. We in the media are going to make sure that you will be held accountable. It doesn't matter. It is not the case now is on your court. You have to be the one to step in now and take control and take charge and say enough is enough. We cannot have this conflict in the continent of Africa. Let Biafran be, let Oduduwa be, let Kwasarafa be, let what they call them, let these people, Sharian people, let them be. Gaddafi said it before. Let the people that want to practice Islam be in their own country, and let the people that want to practice other things, that want to be a secular state, let them be on their own. And it is a time. The AU president, this time around, you will host it. Look, it is now you will be forced. Now you will be forced. It is by fire, by force. If not, we are mobilizing. We are coming to that Una AU headquarters. We are coming to that Una AU headquarters. And we are coming to your place, to Kenya. We are coming. And again, I want to use this platform to thank Dr. David, that hosted our leader, Punch, African Punch. Please, my Biafran people, let's stop attacking this man. In fact, even if that man was involved in the game for our leader to be abducted in Kenya, I will applaud him. He's a very smart and intelligent man. He did it so that let it happen right in the nose of the African president. Our president now. He did it so that everything will happen right in his nose. So if it is involved, so that there is no way the AU president will deny this. And you know what? British associations of lawyers, even though that the Ibadan Express Gota Media, you understand me, still want to twist it, the Igbo Lawyers Association in British. So now there are no more British lawyers, but now they are the Igbo Lawyers Association. Can you people see this kind of racism? Can you people see this kind of tribalism? Can you people see this kind of we will never cooperate? I don't know what makes a man, a heart of a black man, that he is so wicked to himself, so hatred that you can't. You can't endure. Whenever somebody make it right in Europe, here is a British citizen. But when you are doing things, then now you become... There is nothing that the very first people that went to learn... You see, both in the church, both religion that we are fighting, but everything, I can tell you where the mistakes, when our people are fighting and saying religion is our problem. The religion, what is the meaning of religion? Religion means to reunite. Now, you see, to give you practical example, you see, when you give birth to a young boy in our place, you circumcise, you cut off something, that pieces of, then you throw it. Even when you give birth, you cut off the area for now. You cut it. Even when you cut your nails, your everything, when you cut it, even if you didn't shape it fine, there is how you just cut it. But you throw. But when the new one begins to grow, now they begin to grow to do what? To rejoin, to replace that one that falls out. That is what we are talking about. Now, where the problem came is the interpretation. Because this Bible that we are talking about is the elementary, in fact, it's not even elementary book. It was put together by the Masonic. Yes. And you people don't know the reason of Masonic and Illuminati, the secret. That is why I keep teaching people. I say, when you hear about secret society, you call it secret cult. Cult is C-U-L-T, coming from culture, which means the secret of your culture. That is what we are talking about. That is the meaning of secret cult. The secret of your culture. And how does that become the secret of your culture? Because according to this, in the olden days when religion, moreover Christian religion, was so much oppressive, killing people and all these things, and then the free thinkers that want the world to develop, that want to, these skyscraper houses, developing car, plane, everything, they were not being allowed. Even in Germany here, that you hear the story that they gathered all their people that have they call them witches and wizards, and they burn them alive, and they tell them to make magic, and they burn them alive. The history is there. So when these people could not, what did they do? Anything you are talking about secret is just about when people coded their ways of communication. If you do not understand the way of the communication of these people, you don't understand their language, Mame, that thing is already secret to you. Because you can be in that place, and the people that understand that language will use it, will want to, maybe bad thing is coming to happen. They are coming here to, let me say, like when, if terrorist Nigerian is coming to massacre a place, and then some people get the IPOB get the information, and we have a code and way we pass information to tell our people disappear from that place, evil is coming. And then you continue using this code. Whenever these people are coming, and then you people will just use that code and disappear. They will not see anybody. That is what the people now will begin to say, to begin to think, what is the secret behind these people disappearing before we come to attack? Now, To them, now that will become magic. It will become mystery. It will become diabolic. It is diabolic because it's against them. It's not favoring them. But when it is favoring them, it is the power of God. It is the Almighty that has given it to them. But when it did not favor them, it is the devil. It is, so man will begin now to dish out sorrows and hatred and anger unsatisfied, because the only thing need is satisfaction. The only thing that lack is satisfaction. So whenever a need, like it was said in the Bible, it said a tree of life, the heart fulfill. When the desire of your heart come to fulfillment, it is called the tree of life. But when that your heart desire didn't come to the fulfillment, he said that it makes the heart sick. And when the heart is sick, every sickness comes out with bad odor. You see, when you have a wound in your leg and it becomes a sickness, which means he's seeking something, he's seeking healing, he's seeking attention, and you are not giving, then it start to decay. And when it start to decay, it start to smell. And the environment whereby you are and that sickness will become what? Contaminated. Nobody would like to sit in that place. That is what we are talking about. I decided to use this message of Marcus Garvey to let our people understand that all the whole things that you are accusing Mazen Nnamdi Kanu of have been happening since. It's not Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, it's not IPOB that leaded Aba Riot women in 1940 brigade. It is not also that went and fought a Kumeku war. It is not us. It is not us that fought and British and all this thing. It was not this generation. It was not Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. You all know all these things, and out of wicked and envy. Like one Efulefu wrote, I post it on my wall. Go there and see it. Only what is making you see, that fake freedom fighter, he was arrested with a cloth of $2,000. Then he typed it in how much it was in Naira. But the same person that is writing this is wearing also designer cloth. He have company. He have everything. People will just be talking like a Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. You see, the thing is that when we see good people, we don't acknowledge them. This man have his own company before, have his own business, was making his own money before. Where are those monies? Where are those companies? He sell that company. Where are the money? Talk less of the love that the people are showering. Who would not like to shower love to Mazen Nnamdi Kanu? Who? Is it because that, you see, one thing that is going to happen to Nigeria, to Nigerian government, they should know this. They should know this from today. You see, you people are holding Mazen Nnamdi Kanu because of, he's instigating violence and this and that. Do you know millions of people that this man have been coming down? That is what you people have never thought. After killing Yusuf, when you people shot Yusuf, do you people think that Shakau will bring you people down to your knees? Even now, creating making his son, the son of Yusuf, ICC, and even now that you people have come together, do you people think that that guy have forgotten everything? Look, everything will bounce back. You see that particular man that shot his father, he will no matter what, he will revenge. All these things that you people are, all these things, who is fooling whom in the game? Who will kill your father? Who will kill your father? And then you later come to, we watch films, we watch movies. When boss kill the parent of actors and all these things, yes, actor will really grow to go and join boss gang, and he will be trained. He will be one of the lovely personnel of the boss without him knowing that you are training Moses that well do what. You see, Moses was trained in the house of Pharaoh. So, and then now Buhari have trained his own people that will flush them out. You people are waiting. You see, all this dipping of Quran and then bringing more Islamic religion in Africa. Let's just be watching. You people should release Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. You people, the British have given you people 48 hours, and we are waiting. We are waiting. You see all this court adjournment, not this time around. It's a promise, not this time around. Not this time around. Because this time around, we will go all British consulate and all this in this world. We will go to United Nations. This time around, it is involved also EU. This time around, it is involved European Union. Even if British claim that they are no more part and parcel of Europe, but they are still playing in this European Cup of Nations, right? So they are still in European continent. It's just only the system and this and that, they walk away. You understand me? So we are going to buy data. This time it's not like that time that when he was arrested, when we went there to demonstrate, they will just only take later. This time around, we are going to put them, and you people should get ready, because including the white British are going to include this time around. You people, every demonstration, every move that we make, trust you me, you people are going to see the indigenous people of that country even become larger than few of us that they are harboring in this place. And all you look, when we are saying it completely, and all those things that makes you people also happy, and all those your families, and all those your business, all those everything that you have, nobody have yet touching it. It's just only that you were being told to change. You are telling you to change your attitude, change your character, change your evil mind towards your people, including the so-called elders. You are keeping quiet and keeping silence. Your youth are being massacred. They are being killed. All you care is every plight of your people becomes a ways of negotiating to make money and for you to live large. You understand? And also, we must be one. Nigeria cannot be divided. I understand that, sometimes when I talk of Zeke, I understand that Zeke was born in the north and he grown up and see that the Ottoman Danfodio ideology that they have already conquered the indigenous Hausa people, and he wanted in a situation whereby collectively the south and the middle belt, all of us can come together to save the Hausa people. We understand that very quite wonderfully and powerfully. But the situation now is that these people have religious ideology that is alien to our culture. You understand me? Because their loyalty first is in Islam. So which means their loyalty first is to the Arab. Know that one. You see, their loyalty, if you are following, like if you are a worshipper of Hindus, like all these people that are worshiping, that are following Hindus, Hare Krishna and all these things, it means that your loyalty first of all is in India. Yeah. Your loyalty is first of all in India before your place. So if you're a Muslim, you are practicing this, which means your loyalty first of all is to the Arab system. You believe in Emir, you believe in all these people. Yes, that is where your loyalty first of all is. So you don't fool anybody. So you cannot be a secular state. That is to everybody, including Asare Dokubo, including anybody that is following idea. If you are a Christian, that is why if you are a real strong Catholic person, you know that your loyalty is in Rome. If you are an Anglican, you know that your loyalty first is England. We know all these things. Why? If you are a Pentecostalism, you know that your loyalty first of all is in America. We know all these things. So if we are talking of going back to our ancestors' way of life, cultivated way of life, which means we are saying let's get back to that which unite us. Let's get back to that which can make us to cooperate. And that was the same warning that Marcus Garvey gave here, and that the same thing that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and the IPOB are lamenting. First of all, I give my thanks also to the Directorate of State, Mazi Chika Edoziem. Yesterday, you did a very great, wonderful job, to come out and also highlight, to come and give Biafrans hope again, give us, encourage Biafrans. I am telling every one of you, Biafrans, Biafrans are great people. Biafrans are inspirational people. Biafrans are wonderful people. Biafrans are lovely people. Biafrans are unified people. Biafrans are great people. Biafrans are God-given, talented people. Biafrans have the loving heart. Biafrans, just allow them to live peace, then they can build. It is written that now that the Lord of hosts has given me peace, now I can build. There is nothing, for years they have not been interested in political jamboree in that contraption called Nigeria. All they just want is peace, to live in peace, to build their society, to get back to that cultivated way of life that gives us joy. The only thing that we know. I have struggled in my life and come to the point that I understand that if not do only that thing that my parent gave to me, I cannot make it, because they born me. There was something that they were doing, and that thing that they were doing that was helping them, that was inside it. That was where I was being born. That was where they were getting the food that they use and feed me. That was where they get the water. That was where that is the source of their strength. That is their everything. And as in the Igbos na newu na taba nwa ya nene ya no. So once I deviate from that thing, what did I think that will be happening to me? So am I on my own? So I have to build now another ideology, another lineage completely altogether. But if I still want to remain in that same lane, then that which my parent taught me is the foundation. That is why you see some people that their parents are very good, successful business people, even though that those people are not even smart and intelligent, but because that they know already the customers, how the company were running and all these things, they've grown up with it. So that is why when their parent is no more there, then they take over and still begin to run the same thing. It is in Germany here. I know how the Germans value inheritance. I know how Europeans value the inheritance. Every time you go to the doctor, they will ask you, what is the job of your father and your parent? How are they surviving? How did they brought you up? And then I have answered this question. After this question, I find out then at a point as I'm growing in my life, I begin to understand, wow. You see, the obstacles, the distance you're having is because you wanted to be a rebel. You don't want to go that same way you wanted to do another thing. But I have experienced it like a prodigal son. I'm coming home. I'm home. The same thing with the people, the same thing with this Biafran struggle. Many of us, it was some certain kind of things that were not comfortable, and they begin this, that. But as time goes on, as you begin to grow, you begin to understand that everything that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu did, it is not even by his own power. There is a force that is moving him. So you cannot blame him. He don't even have control of that force. It is called Ikekike, the supreme force. And that is the combined supreme force, the seventh spirit that governs that territory, which is the earth, ala, enu, ikuku, mmiri, ọchịchịrị, ihe, na ikike gbara ya gburugburu ya wuri ike asaa. Ihu na azụ, aka nri na aka ekpe. There is no other things. So now, Tinoman, I'm on the broadcast. Can I call you back?
Okay.
So that is my national coordinator. That is our national coordinator. You know, I send also greetings to the German national coordinators, and then also to the IPOB Germany, and then IPOB Salon, and IPOB IPOB Mekisha Christ. I thank each and every one of you. So, like I was saying, these are the facts, the important things, the great things that we need to know. Cooperation. So, castigating people. The problem, that is what I cannot understand. I said, now you blame this one, you blame the people, you are blaming the whole body. But this same problem, that you are angry that somebody have the guts to be speaking out, want to lead, said, including my life, even if I'm low, even if you have to cause me to die, but my people, let's change the status quo. Killing our people everywhere in the world, no regard to our skin color. We can't even provide, we can't produce anything. And some people just stay there with their wildlife and their nomadic life, causing confusion. There is no country in that Africa that you can go, you will say, this is a place, one place that you can boast and say, this country was completely black people, they are civilized. I mean, if you come to Germany, let me use Germany. If you come to Germany and see how road is tied, everything is neat, a system, that the functioning system, and then if you go to our place, you see also that functioning system based on our own cultivated way of life. Sadly, you come to Germany here, you begin to intimidate people about the secret court. How? The only thing that the Europeans did is those things, those information that those days our ancestors were hiding, and they just only came, when they came to their people, they understand that if we start to hide this thing to our people, we cannot move forward. And they do what? They implement it. It is their educational system. So they impact it, they infuse everything in the educational system, which is also that our own. But the problem is that it's like our own. We have lived it. Our own. We just don't want to pay attention to our cultivated way of life. All we just want is money, 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 money. Mounting pressure, creating unnecessary unrest, and people. And then I thank each and every one of us for this time well spent, and I want to join another program, and then I'll continue. I just have a break little in this time. I said, let me use it and then share some information, sharpen the brain of let's sharpen our brain, as it is written that iron sharpens iron. And my people, believe you me, things is going to happen. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu will come out from that place to announce Biafra, because the worst mistake that Nigerians have made is to arrest Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, and the Mazen Nnamdi Kanu knows that now that the Kenyan have sued Nigerian government to ICC, and then British lawyers have sued the Kenyan to enter ICC, and now Nigerians, they are good in running away in court adjournment, but this time they have fall in a place whereby they cannot. In fact, the same thing that they did to Mazen Nnamdi now is what is going to be facing all of them. What Mazen Nnamdi Kanu have been telling them, he said, I want to go to Hague. I want to go to... He was speaking because he was doing things, and he was because he want to stand in International Criminal Court of Justice, in that ICC with Nigerian government. And these people don't want it. They were trying to avoid it by all means. They didn't want it. But they did not know that. Na dibia ha na gbara fa ka hoza ahụ. Ima ni je no nke dibia ka goza afụ ka ọ gbara ga afa. Nwanne. I mean, onye na-agbara afa wuru dibịa kagosa ahụ nwanne ka efe ya kọwara ka ị ga-esi ghọọ dị aghụghọ. Gwa kene m ka ị ga-esi wee ghọọ dị aghụghọ, ka ị ga-esi wee mee ihe mara nke anyị ma nke ọzọ. I thank Nigeria so much. I'm clapping for them because I know the day they will go to tell Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, now you can come at Mazen Nnamdi Kanu will tell them nah. Because now it will be done on them that if you want Mazen Nnamdi Kanu to come out from that place, then you have to give him Biafra because he's not your citizen. And he don't have confidence in your court. He don't have confidence in your government. And he's not your citizen. And he have made it clear. And he do not want to touch anything, have anything to do with you. So it is the Nigerians now that are looking for Nnamdi Kanu's trouble. It is them now that they are forcing themselves to Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. It is Nigerians now that are trying to force him to be Nigeria. Why? Why are you people forcing somebody to go against his own will and against his own choice? Why? It is you people now that are looking for trouble. It have been you people looking for the trouble. If you people don't want, if the Fulani elite, Nigerian don't want to let go, because during the time of independence, the North wanted to be their own, and then Oduduwa, the Awolowo, they talked to Zik, then Zik didn't agree. Now, I want to ask all these Zik's ideologies, after many years, let's agree, we the Igbos, we have been fighting for let us be one. But at the end, we find out that the beginning, those people were saying we don't want to be one. Until today, they have maintained the attitude of they don't want to be one. When will we come together and say, okay, let's respect their opinion? Now, they are not the people that you want us to be one, no problem. Now we have to be one thing. We all die here. So it is no longer let's be one out of love and joy. It is now we will die here. It is we will die here. You will not live, you will not have peace, and we will not have peace. That is the system that is running in Nigeria. So when one step in to say, my people, let's put things right. Stop this. If Nnamdi Kanu, he have love for everybody. Not just only Biafra, even including the Fulanis that the elites are oppressing. He even fighting for them. Then why would the elites continue to fool their people? And that is why I played the song. Onye bukwa n'onye chi ya debelo maka na mkpụrụ ịkụrụ ya ka ị ga-aghọrọ. Mkpụrụ ịkụrụ ya ka ị ga-aghọrọ. Mkpụrụ onye kụrụ ya ka ọ ga-aghọrọ. So my people, I think today now I bring this message here to the end, leaving you with just this enjoy with me once again before I move. We call it a day. Enjoy with us, and then we will continue this Marcus Garvey advice and teaching. Once again, my people, let's us listen to this.
He did not kill him, but still yet is in prison. He did not rape a woman, but still yet is in prison. He is not even a criminal, but still is in prison. He did not bomb the church, but still is in prison. He did not steal a billion, but still is in prison. He did not offer $1 million, but still yet is in prison. That he's a prisoner for conscience. Biafra is no longer a dream. A wake up of reality has failed to the man of brain, the Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. So he's a messenger, someone the stating of the Biafra. It's the message you run in the heart of all the prisoner. You can kill a tree but continue to shape our silence. I bury in me to stop us to see it. That will only create the forest, so we are all a prisoner for conscience.
to who it may carry, hawking to wait for some reason. For it is only for a season. Let me courage you, could say, candle in the way, and many I feel a silence in the first of us. I say for my voice. Their prayer is a strong spirit. Our spirit do not die. We can only rest in peace. Their prayer which came before the cloud that closes sky shall lift itself and on the earth. My king blessing like my heart. Praise enough for conscious I am. Chukukike. Yes, I hear it, we cry enough for what blood is spread. But comrade that we shall tell the test. I would invade the pain for a home of our own. But still, yeah, the name of prisoner for love. Many men are you going to kill for you to realize you can't stop it anymore cause they are there for the soldiers. I know retreat and no surrender. My father's in 96 a positive new generation. From grandfather to father to grandchildren, they never stop. We lost a warrior, and it's a father, and it's a soldier. Now when they die, the whole world knows that we have lost a warrior. I tell my people never worry. Now when the giant tree fall down, now there must be another forest where the giant tree is standing. But we are finding out. Still here is a prisoner for love.
My people,
Team one with God, we dedicate this song to Dr. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. For real, freedom, freedom, yeah. Freedom, they got no child. Freedom, Thomas in the Monte Cano, yeah. Freedom, Thomas in the Monte Cano, na nebe, wa nebe, ubudabaka. Listen, oye kupano le chia debelo, oye kupano le chia debelo, oye kupano le chia debelo, no amaka kule kuro kigalolo. Oye kupano le chia debelo, oye kupano le chia debelo, oye kupano le chia debelo, no amaka kule kuro kigalolo. Oye kupano le chia debelo, oye kupano le chia debelo, oye kupano le chia debelo, no amaka kule kuro kigalolo.
my people, thank you so much. Thank you so much. From me, from here, Smile Amuze Abraba Tupac. Mokabribo Tiego Asimibo Yamanuma. Ọfọma ka m na-agọrọ unu na-eke n'orie n'afọ na nkwọ asị m ikwu na ama na ibe ga na-ezi ya okirikiri ka na-agbukwu ose mana adịghị arị ya unu ịghọtago ịmakwanụ nọ na nwatakịrị mara akwa akwa eburu akpati ozu gafee ya n'ihu asị m ya gaziere unu ya gaziere Igbo n'ụtụtụ ọma nke a ya gaziere nnukwu ya gaziere onye nta. All hail Biafra, all hail Biafra, all hail Biafra, all hail Biafra. IPOB one family. God bless Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. God bless the Directorate of State. God bless all my fellow media warriors, and God bless ESN. God bless every IPOB member. God bless Biafran. God bless Oduduwa Sunday Igboho. Well, my sympathy for what happens to your place, but that is to show Nigeria that finally they have lose it. For them to arrest Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and the next day they went to Sunday Igboho's place and killed and massacred and arrest and abduct and kidnap. So that is for us to know that the Nigerian government is nothing but they came to steal, to kill, and to destroy. There is no any other thing that you can use to qualify the attitude of Nigerian government except that which was written in the book of John chapter 10 verse 10, which he said, they are Satan, they came to steal, to kill, and to destroy. Every other thing is not, they are not interested. And we thank them so much. You see what? You people arresting Mazi Nnamdi, kidnapping Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, that is not arrest. Don't use this word again. Kidnapping Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in another man's country, not even in your territory. First of all, one, and then you went to Sunday Igboho's place again, or the Southerners have come together. That action you people should wait. Middle Belt, Southerners, and the East, all of us have united. I hear Wike talking, now that they have been Mwike, shut up. Shut. Mwike, you are a racist. You are a tribalist. You are a heartless and wicked. You are soulless. Mwike, you don't have soul. You don't have soul. Go and sit down. Including you, all the whole political leaders in that place, they don't have soul. Do you people think that we don't? When BRF were writing this, they were monitoring all of you people. When you people were having the meeting at Enugu, we will come and then you people will put somebody on telephone and will be communicating with our leader and say that you people have agreed for referendum and this and that, and the northern leaders were coming there with the huge bags of money, begging and crying and hoping you people, and then you people were share even down to the gate man. Man, go to Onyonyo Nevereba video, you will see it. Go to the BRF platform in Facebook, you will see it. Biafran Revolutionary Force. Go to their place, you will see this information that I'm dishing out now. We were monitoring them. The time that they were sharing all this money, doing everything, doing this, doing that, everything were being monitored. When they were planning it, everything, it is there. Oku naga wara naga wara neleya. My people, we are not. Nonsense. Who cares? Who cares? Somebody wrote to me and tell me, I hope that you will also be in the forefront. Moreover, these people that when they hear dead, they are dead already. That is cowardice. Because anybody, when you talk of them, he start to panic and he start to irritate. Means that is the only way that you know coward. Go to a coward person and talk about war. Namba. Hey, we start preaching peace. Hey, why must it be? But my people, those are the strategies. And you see such kind of people, they are so panic. They are panickers. Panickers. And you see what thing that they are doing? To you, he's talking nicely, but you don't know that he is attacking you with panic. It is German call it panic attacker. That is the strategy, my people. You see, one thing that the role that we will rehabilitate our people this time around. I am more concerned in rehabilitating the mindset of our people, because ever since I noticed that after the previous war, there was no rehabilitation. It becomes my heart desire to grow in a way to dip myself into a system that will really rehabilitate our people, so that this time around when we get Biafra, we are getting it with mindset. And that is the what Mazen Nnamdi Kanu did very, very well. You see, he planned long time to create awareness. And then that, before he even started, he understand that we failed because of media. And then he planned, we will continue in this thing until we get control of media, until the war, until our people know the importance of investing in media, until media will become also the major business that is the Marandi Igbo. We must be controlling the media so much. We must invest in all the whole major media. How can we be there? Tinubu alone is among the highest shareholders in Al Jazeera television. Just running up and down. Some newspaper. You cannot even go and buy share in CNN. It's even good that you didn't, because if some of you, it's all these people have share in those places in Kanyaguna, so it's good they don't. Now, before they will know it, we say that media is going to be everywhere. Number one. Number two, camera, CCTV camera everywhere. Do you people know one of the reasons why in Europe people fear to do something? Is because they know that camera is everywhere. Onye barambo now, hustle in the street, because anyone will know from the grassroots. We are grassroots warriors. No barambo. Man, those days now, before I got my figure, now, cake and there was a hidden camera. Cameras everywhere. You are driving camera. That is why these people, they don't even, the only two things that the security that they have is, first of all, permanent light, secondly, camera, CCTV cameras everywhere. You will see criminality will just drop down. You will see corruption will just drop down. When camera exposed become a business, when exposing evil become a business, and anybody that can expose evil beyond and with every proof, you'll be rewarded greatly. That will be the day that the wicked and all these people begin. Because very soon, either you hear them, they make secret meeting, or including those places that they are making secret meeting, very soon, camera will, those secret meeting, and they will begin to surface. Imagine that you publish one of their secret meeting in the social media, and their faces when they were talking this, when they were saying this, when they were planning it, boah, in social media. Boah, the whole world saw it. My people, you have already buried those people before you kill them. Because once you are caught in such, it is an act that you cannot deny. So my people, from me, from here, once again, Smile Amuzi, Diabraba Tupa, say, my people, stay gold.